My beef jerky is in the dehydrator, and now it's just about time. So, part 7 of this game, Vampyr. And that's because it's Vampyr weekend. So, let's get back to it. So, at the end here, at the last part, I found a dead guy on the outside. I talked to this dude, so I know where to find Sean. And let's talk to some of the other people here, so I can see if anyone needs some medication.
Forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you this time.
Yeah, this guy really
Inebriation aside,
have some
do you need medical
problems with
Yes.
alcohol.
I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
That sounds like a
Why do you
quite
drink so
boring life.
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Yeah, and it's a big reason
you
to
work
why he
at all?
does
I'd love
feel
to,
like
but
this.
I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Yeah, drink, drink, drink.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
No, it's easier to try to forget than to
Is there
live with
anything
something.
in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Okay, let's see here. There.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so that's one.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Yeah, let's hope that's...
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Well, that's all we could get from him now.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Let's see if there's more people that are sick here. So we'll heal him. We need to find that old lady. Healed him. None of those are sick. Okay.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to them.
Let's see if we can find the girl.
So few clients. With the epidemic, no one dares go
Evening, miss.
outside.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Well, let's see. We have one. That's her.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You'd best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
That's two.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I got responsibilities. And it's not like I got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Sounds like they should be really happy about those two people.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the colour of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London, and here I am.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it, neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Yeah, life isn't easy.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Okay, so I need to look a bit more around this area. Look for some more of the people that lives here. See,
It's locked.
this guy, I haven't talked to him yet.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
This
My
guy
name is
has a
Rufus,
sad
sir.
life.
Rufus Kingsbury.
So, he lacks blood.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh. Well, it's too exciting for me to check. Waiting for the Premier League to be done. Hoping for a good result. So, let's start with this one.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough.
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Well, that's nice of the old lady. There was number one.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Sounds
Have you ever thought about leaving?
not nice.
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
quite sad.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Yeah, politics.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Okay, so let's talk to this lady.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Let me in.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry. I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days. Please don't stay too long, sir.
God, this is too exciting. Jesus.
Best grow eyes in the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are
Chelsea
easy
still
targets
holding.
sometimes.
Draw. I can't watch this.
Please don't stay too long,
Hope
sir.
they can hold on. It would mean so much. It would mean so much, yeah.
It's locked, all right.
I let people invite me in so I can go and steal their stuff.
I've been nothing but worry.
It's a nice little doctor. Dr. Reed to the teeth. Okay, there wasn't much of value in here.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Ah, your son doesn't like anyone. Wow, she's healthy.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. but it's most likely linked to the gangs if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Sounds like a shitty place to live.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Okay, let's see if we're any personal here.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
No.
There is no cure for murder, Mrs. Fishburne. Only justice.
There ain't no hope, then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
I think you're right. I think he's a lost cause.
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
I feel so sorry for this lady. I mean,
Why did he
she's
confess?
just a nice
Did
old
you
lady.
suspect something?
And she's
No.
kind, and
I guess he wanted
I
his
don't
own
know.
mum to help him
I think
fight
that
his
some people are just, it's
demons.
like wrong programmed in a way.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
more
Don't
than I
remember.
could stand.
I don't say it that
Words
often, but
he
if
used
you
to describe
like the
his
video and all that stuff,
His
it's very nice
rage.
if you give a
How he
like
feels when
and
he's done it.
subscribe and share and all that stuff, you know. It'd be cool.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could. You're not responsible for what he became.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
I still haven't gotten all of them. Strange.
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
Well, we are done
Goodbye,
in
Miss
here
Fishburne.
now.
Take care of yourself.
Let's go and find Seymour again. Oh, this is the drunk guy.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any news.
Good evening, miss. I'm
This
Dr.
is the
Reed.
gangster.
May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Well, it was straight to the point.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt, or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Yeah.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
So, first one in.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Well, she's something, this Edwina Cox.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory.
I have to say that
is our
that's
law.
such a poor name. Wet Boot Boys. Oh well.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Still only one. Well,
Can I see
let's
what you have to say?
what
As
she
long
has
as you
to
have
sell.
money, I'll show you all I have.
So I was kind of hoping she would have some green stuff. Blue stuff, I meant. Question is, should I sell this one or should I recycle it? I guess I'll check to see what it can become before I sell it. Well. I'll buy those bullets at least. Can never have enough bullets. That's all I'm going to buy because, well, so it's the same prices here as it is in Whitechapel, so need to get things sorted here. Quite a bit of grease, so let's sell some and get some coins. I think I'll even sell some more, actually. Another 20. Okay, and let's see if there's anything else that I can. This one. Also 23 of this one. Okay. So starting to get a bit of cash now. That's good. That's good. I can sell 7 of this one. I like to have even numbers with stuff. So 4 of this. Okay. So we have more than 300 now. That's nice. That's nice. She doesn't have anything more interesting to. Okay. So let's talk to Mr. Booth.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am.
Quite the guy.
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break 1 or 2 of your bones, just so you remember it.
Oh. Oh. Still the same teams. Not long left now. Okay, let's see if he needs. Oh, he's healthy.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck, you must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier, I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
Well, that's nice.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
So, he has passion for her.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Ah, gods, be done. Be done, be done, be done, be done. Other games is over, come on. Blow that damn whistle, Mia. Ah, can't watch.
I think you're wrong. Maybe the docks have always been violent, but you can't say the living don't suffer because of it.
And then what? Let the commies and the anarchists rule? Nah. We're the Wet Boot Boys. Our fathers died on these docks and they belong to us.
Well, that's
Goodbye.
all I get out of that guy for now. So, and I think maybe that was the final one.
Good
of
evening,
this
Miss
one.
Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Let's see, no, but I will be able here to do like this.
Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Behind all your crude words and your attitude, I sense romance and a soft heart, Miss Cox.
Romance? I have no time for such rubbish. I use Booth like I use everyone else.
Hint failed, that's not good. Come on, end this damn game now, come on. Fuck, almost all other games are almost done, except that one. Why can't they blow the damn whistle? I'm sorry, but it's really exciting. Really, really exciting, you know. So, I will never get that hint there. That sucks. Well,
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
shit happens. Well, let's go and find the crazy guy. I don't know where to find him, but let's go up here. It seems like it's crazy people all over this place. You know, he's normally around in this area somewhere. There he is. Hello, Seymour. Are you ready for your date?
Good evening,
with
Mr.
death?
Fishman.
Yeah.
Would like to get that final one. I need to see now if they have blown it off. Come on, 8 minutes into overtime. Ah, come on. Seven minutes into overtime. How long are they gonna keep this going? Now I would just say run until you can't breathe. Don't let anyone get close to that goal. This is such an important victory. I really want to get that final one. I don't know how I can get it, so he will actually live a
Goodbye,
little bit
Mr.
longer.
Fishman.
I did not get it from his... Well, maybe I could try to talk to Rufus again, maybe? If I could talk to him, then maybe I've gotten something new out of that guy. Let's see. Wasn't that over here somewhere? These streets are a bit confusing, if I'm going to be honest. That's the door. Where is Rufus? There he is. Might be that I get some...
Evening, Rufus.
something out of him.
Evening,
Let's see
Mr.
here
Reed.
now. 10 minutes into overtime. And United won 2-0. Give me 2 seconds here. Den vant 2-0. Ja. Ja, nå skal jeg høre på det på ene øret. And Manchester United has won the game 2-0. And it was Jesse Lingard that made a final goal. So now I need to do something. Give me 2 seconds here and we will continue, but I just have to have this one in the air. I can't help it. Give me 2 seconds. I need to listen to this outside. Let's see. Switching to my other, like this. So all the out people, well, they got themselves something to bite in. there's a lot of happy people here. Quite ironic that Lingard, almost the most hated player, is the one that makes the final goal of the season. It's a bit ironic. It's probably his last game ever for United. And what an important goal to make. Oh well, that's good. Good. Seconds there, I need to send a message to my brother. Okay. There. Okay, I can continue now. Sorry about that, folks, but well, it's a special day. I was kind of hoping that I would get something from him that I could use to get the final one. I don't know if I should just...
So long, Rufus.
Eat him, or
be careful.
if I
Take
should
care.
try to get that last one out of him. I just don't know how I should do that. How is the situation here now? How many is sick? So I need to find that other old lady. The rest of those are cured, and the rest of these people are in the same place. Alright, so let's try to get to the place then. Okay, this is a bit difficult what I'm about to do, but let's hope for the best. These guys have a bit...
Seems like the guard of the Freeman is on Sean Hampton's trail.
Important to eat here every possible chance I have. Eat, come on. Come on, get him down. Oh, whoa. Come on, take a bite, he's right there, for the love of God. That was one less to worry about. Come on, get some fog out. Look at that guy, he's not exactly sure about himself. One punch, two, and they're all gone. Whew.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
I should get a gun here now. Why haven't I gotten that gun? I'm supposed to get a gun. Or is it somewhere here? I don't know. But there are supposed to be a gun inside here. Maybe I already picked it up. Yeah, I did. Here, common pistol. This one is nice because it has a bigger mag. I haven't it started yet. Okay, I have to check to see if there's something wrong here. Nah, still not on. Strange. Let's look at that ending there. Okay, let's get back to it then. Okay, so I'm getting closer and I need to get that gin, get that here. Let's see how we can get up there again. Some broken stairs or something like that. Isn't it here? Or no, it's in actually. It's in the neighbor building with the shitty big guy. Well, let's go have a fight.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, but you are, Jonathan. You are eating rats.
This is despicable.
So I'm gonna let them fight it out a little bit. This guy can be troublesome because he's very high level. And I got him. And here is the gin.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, but I just have to listen to this for 2 seconds. Damn, this guy is actually fighting back. Okay, so over there. Damn it, you died too fast. And we got a new hideout. Well, I have to recycle that. Let's see if we can make one. Ah, still can't. Okay, let's see if we can upgrade something now. So, I'm gonna upgrade this weapon because it's a nice weapon to have. Let's see here now if I should increase the damage or if I should increase the stun. Increasing the reload time. The reload time is so little already. Okay, so now I have two options there. That's nice. Just need to buy one of those and then I can upgrade that to the purple or epic as I call it. Wait, how many did I have? 11. I'll make another couple of.
It's locked, all right.
So, how do I get inside there again? Don't really remember. Give me a second here. Okay. There. Okay. Let's... Oh, look here. Come on. Okay, so it's one guy left. I always do this here. I let them fight it out a bit. Okay. Get some good. Good, come on. Keep punching. Good. Yay! 5 shillings. Okay, so I'm back here.
It's locked.
What the hell? How the hell do I get there? Yes. Bah. I'm laughing because I have audio on one of my ears listening to United Stands. Okay, I think I'm getting closer to where I'm supposed to be. Oh. God, this guy is annoying.
I cannot enter.
Ah, come on. I really don't remember how I get around. Is this the right place? Okay, I'm starting to get really annoyed now because I can't find the way through. Somewhere there is a door that I can open. I just wonder where the hell it is. There! I finally think I'm at the right place. Yeah, this is the right place. I can finally open some gates now.
Easy does it, boys.
Damn, that hurts a lot. Jesus! Look at that damage! Come on, the loading time is ridiculous in this game sometimes. But now I wonder if it actually... No. Hooray! I'm back at this place, and now I need to remember where I went. You see, it's 7 levels difference between these ones and yours. That's a lot. Hits like a truck. He really hit like a truck, I'm not kidding.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Come on. Did I open this door or no? I did not. Okay. I'm not gonna fight those now.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
I'm not gonna fight those. I need to get up here, get into the city area. Okay, so I really don't want to fight these dudes here right now. Okay, I can take that one out.
Put an end to you!
Whoa. Nah, I'm not gonna fight you guys. Well, it seems like I have to. Look at that guy, he's just waving his torch in front of him. It's not exactly controlled fighting. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting close to where we're supposed to be. So, night shelter incoming. Okay.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Well, this lady surely isn't a happy one.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Let's see, she's healthy. I don't get anything there. Nothing else there.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Well, before we go in and see Mr. Hampton, we need to do some stuff first. One of the things we need to do is to pick up these posters and to open that door. Now it's easy to get inside here. That's basically one of the things I need to do now. I need to open doors. And what I can do now is that I can put out those posters. I'm gonna open that door as well. Okay, so here is the first place. I need to put a poster. Kinda need to walk behind those. I'm gonna go inside here for a little while.
Best run along home, sir. Not a safe place right now.
Okay. I need to put out some more posters. So that was the first place.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
Yeah, okay. That's a good question, Jonathan. Well, I'm getting a lot of stuff here, so this is quite good. Okay. That's the next one here. And it's only one left, which is here.
Done. Mr. Throckmorton should be happy.
And loading. Okay. I see him. Okay, so let me see him. Oh, let's see what this guy has to say. origin of the skulls. It has been established for some time now that skull is the vernacular name of a different species of lesser blood drinkers. A skull often seems to be the victim of a vampire attack who miraculously survived death and came back as a crooked version of its maker. According to many observations made by our order throughout the centuries, skulls are generally despised and killed by vampires who consider them lesser and despicable creatures. The name itself means slave. They also have been called something and something and something. This shows how old these creatures are and how their makers perceive them. This may be why skulls often tend to form small and discreet communities that stick together. It is also interesting to note that skulls seem to call themselves this way, as if they have accepted for a long time their status as inferior servants among vampires. Let me see. It is more difficult for a skull to hide its monstrous nature. Pale skin, terrible teeth, strange emaciation, dilated and staring pupils. Many have lost all hair, and they show wounds and scars which stay open without never completely healing. They also seem capable of surviving by eating the flesh of the dead, while vampires need blood from the living. They may be the real origin of the mythical figure of the ghoul, the folklore creature who lurk in cemeteries and feed from the dead. A skull is a miserable creature most of the times. They fear to be seen by both humans and vampires in some regions. Older skulls have been witnessed nearby vampires as servants or slaves obtaining protection by sacrificing their freedom. Most of the skulls are descendants from echons and show humanoid silhouettes, much more uncommon. Some present or more canine aspect and behave like wolves. They are sometimes called vulps in ancient texts. At least a third type exists in the shape of a bird or bat, and they are called corvus. William Marshall himself referred 3 times to some bat-shaped creatures he called vampire in his memoirs. Other types may exist, unknown or unidentified for now. From drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Toltree, primate of St. Paul. Alright, so that's the story about the skulls. That one unlocked too. Throgmorton should normally be around there now, but alright, so
I know
now
I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not...
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service.
that's a quite
Please,
famous name.
take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf. right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
Okay, that was one.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack. Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Okay, so that's 2 out of 4.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Okay. Let's
Show
see
me
what he
you
has
have
to
offer
sell.
then, Mr. Nightingale.
What's this? Brisk blood sample. This is something I just have to buy. This sucks. I don't want to spend too much money, but this is things I kind of need to buy. Crap, I just buy it. Okay, let's see if I can...
Please, sir! Come and have a gander!
Yeah, I just bought some stuff, so be happy. Okay. So, okay, and let's get to the store here. Try to get inside.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
Okay, let me in.
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Okay, so let's steal some more.
It's locked.
So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. Well, I would never say that to him, of course.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh, no. I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippets.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him. Tonight, in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippets.
Well, she's not well.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippets. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
3 out of 4. Well, that's not too shabby.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Okay, so I think I'm done here.
You're not lost, sir.
I think I need to talk to him again.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
No.
Goodbye.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite...
Did I check him up?
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, he's healthy.
Goodbye.
Please, sir. Come and have a
Let's see now. Is there anyone that I haven't met yet? Healed. Okay, so the only guy left is the one in the caves. Alright, so time to go and...
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If
Did
not,
I actually...
I'll find you something.
Does it show that I did meet... Okay, so... Yeah, that's the guy. Well, then it's just the girl left, so I can go and meet her. Well, there's the sister.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr.
She's much
Jonathan
nicer.
Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Okay, let's start here.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Oh, personal questions. There's no one.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Hope Giselle pulls through.
It's locked, all right.
We're finding clues there to one of the missions. Okay. Alright, so let's talk to Sean.
Quite a long face, Doctor.
How dare you welcome me as if everything is the same? We both know things have changed a lot, don't we?
I'm still me in here. Just more alive, as a Skal. It's a new beginning, Doctor.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Okay, so let's see what he has to say.
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Well, I think you're wrong there, Mr. Sean.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So,
but you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost. Separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Alright, so I'm starting to have a bit too much experience points here, so I should really rest before I go down to the sewers, because in the sewers there is danger. And now it's not difficult to get here anymore because
It's locked.
Vampire kills in utter silence.
And Mr. Throgmorton.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Yeah, I have become a vampire.
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Okay. Let's see here. Check my clock here. It's 28 minutes left. Okay. Still only two. Nothing more to get there. And here.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Shornhampton Shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
I'm gonna try to hand in the gin. Okay, I'm back at the right place. there it is.
There's gotta be something can be done.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Well, 50 shillings, that's not wrong. Okay,
You
so
attempted
let's go
murder.
through these questions.
Give me some
here and see
details.
if I can
I was given
fill
an
it up.
order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud wet boot boy.
My TV is about to shut off.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
Okay, so...
You've had a sad, violent, and lonely life, with no joy to speak of. You realized that you were living with nothing but sadness.
No, not really. I had friends and happiness in my life. It was more about just being pleased for the guy.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I had nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Just checking something here. Okay.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die, eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened? Staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
Well, only one left. There.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
3,700.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as the soul one.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces.
Okay, let's see what we get from this. Hopefully, it was not the one I hoped for, but well. Let's see if I can upgrade something. Okay, we have one of each there. I'm gonna keep it to that at the moment. Let's do some resting. And I can buy an ultimate. You focus your power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode, dealing damage to the target and anything nearby. Abyss, you create a shadow vortex at your target's feet, coming to life. The shadows interrupt an enemy in the area and inflict tremendous damage. Rage. You lose control and let the beast take over for a short time. The beast teleports itself to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. So 400 damage to one person and 230 to the others, I assume. I'm gonna go for this one. Let's see. Hard biting. Okay. Okay, all of those got healthy, so it jumped up quite a bit. That's good. Let's check next area. That one goes up as well. This one stays the same. And stays the same. Well, folks, that's it for today. Like, share, and subscribe, please, if you feel like it. I will continue with the final chapter for today in an hour or so. But that's it for this episode. See you later, folks.